Welcome once again. It is your soon to be favorite reaction channel, JK Reacts, presented by me, El Medio de Norte del Americano. Today's video is titled The New LeBron Makes the Lakers Contenders by a channel called Angry Old Hoops. I'm a fan of Angry Old Hoops. He just cares about the game of basketball and what the game he loves has evolved into. Yes, some of his takes may be controversial to some, but they're spot on in today's brand of basketball. Let's get started.
Behold the new LeBron. He is stoked. He can't wait to get into the game. He's about to get checked into
What's
the game
he
by
doing?
JJ Redick so he can help out the team. Oh, my bad. He is actually
Oh.
in the game right now.
Just watching Luka work.
You guys, this is like when your team is so good and you know you're going to beat the other team. So
You guys remember that movie, Superstar? Sometimes when I get real nervous, I put my hands in my armpits like this and just give them a whiff. Is that what LeBron's doing right now?
keep it interesting, and you're like, hey, we'll let so-and-so's son play. You can be our fifth. We'll let so-and-so's 10-year-old kid be our fifth player just to keep the game interesting. You're basically saying we can beat you 4-on-5, and that's what the Lakers have been doing. This just sums up LeBron's value, his role on the team. He doesn't even bother waiting until the play is over before he starts wiping his hands. I mean, they were like deep inside of his shirt. It's not gonna.
Real quick, you guys notice how much LeBron blows on his hands and then wipes his hands off? I swear it's at least 100 times a game, and I'm not exaggerating. Every possession, it seems like he's doing that. Am I off base, or is that true? And pretty good pass by Luka right here. Have 3 players around him. 2 are collapsing on him.
Participate at all. And look at Luka's demeanor. Look at the entire Lakers team. They don't expect anything better. They're like, yeah, 4-on-5, that's normal. And just keep your hands in your shirt. We never planned on using you at all. No LeBron, no problem.
AR-15 with a wide open 3.
Showing his versatility, LeBron wants us to know that he can be completely worthless with his hands out of his shirt also. Why does this play stand out to me? Well, shortly after this game, the Lakers started winning and the media started talking about a new LeBron, and obviously as if the media ever stopped glazing LeBron, they found a new path.
The media does glaze all the time. It's always LeBron James is the reason why the Lakers do anything. Forget anybody else. You know? Whether it be Russell Westbrook, Skip Bayless, and everybody calling him Russell Westbrook, or D'Lo, or Anthony Davis, or Luka, or anybody. It's always their fault, never LeBron's.
To glazing LeBron, talking about this new LeBron. Oh God, the Lakers are dangerous with LeBron reinventing himself and LeBron doing whatever it takes for the Lakers to win. LeBron has done nothing different. LeBron has done nothing different. And this play tells you a lot. I mean, it really seems to tell you that the Lakers don't even need him. Like, the Lakers are so good.
Yeah, the Lakers are a good team, minus one player that's getting paid like $52.6 million this year to stand around like this. You know, all these new made up accolades that LeBron James is coming up with now. Oldest player to get a triple double on the third day of the month. Yeah. There's those accolades. Why is it that his are more important than anybody else's? And Karl Malone had a triple double in his last season as a Laker and last season in the NBA. And that's who LeBron actually took that record from earlier this year. When it happened, there was no big press about it. They made a mention of it during the game and then they moved on. Why is it he's the only one that gets every praise?
Hey, man, just stand over there with your hands in your shirt. You don't have to set a screen. You don't even have to be a decoy. I mean, I'm not sure who buys that he's a decoy when his hands are inside his shirt up to the elbows. That's pretty far from faking that you plan on receiving the pass. He's not moving to the corner to act like he's going to be open for the 3-point shot. He's not cutting across the lane. He's not setting a screen. And this is not a special event. This is normal in games. And yet people are like, oh my God, the new LeBron. Sadly, some of the independent content creators got on the bandwagon. I gotta give LeBron his flowers. No, stop being so easily influenced. God damn it. Tell me how LeBron changed his game. Let's look at his shot charts because they seem to indicate to me that he is still cherry picking, that he is still depending upon.
I have never seen this video until right now. And if he does show the shot chart, I guarantee you everyone he makes is going to be under the basket. One or two might be on the fringe. LeBron James has a shooting percentage of over 50% for his career, I do believe. But the majority of those shots come from 0 to 3 feet from the basket.
Ice mismatches and being underneath the hoop. And hey, every dog has his day. And yes, he even made some from outside. I mean, think about what you're celebrating. The guy that you call the GOAT every day finally made some shots from outside the paint. In fact, forget the paint part. How about shots that weren't right next to the rim, or right up in the rim? Obviously dunks, obviously layups. All right, here's LeBron's triumphant return to Chicago.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7 from inside the paint. Let's see the ones he missed. 1 from the top of the key. 1 from the block down low. 2 from in between the restricted area and the free throw line. And then 2 on the outside from the three-pointer. That was his shots for the entire game. Do you see why his field goal percentage is so high? If you're going to shoot the majority of your shots in this area, chances are you're going to make the majority of those, which he did.
After dodging the Knicks, etc. And okay, everything that he made is inside the paint. Almost everything he made is in the restricted zone. I mean, gee, good Lord, he's like inside of the rim on these shots. Outside of the paint, he missed. All right, here we go against Denver. And again,
Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those 7. Right around the 3-foot mark. He was 1 for 2 from 3 points. Or 1 for 3 from 3, my bad. So 33%. People crap on Jordan because of his shooting percentage when it was 33% from the 3. What about LeBron? And then 1 for 2 from outside the key.
I'm sorry. He made 1. No, he made 2. He made 2 outside of the paint. Does this count as 3 outside of the restricted zone? Very impressive. Great work. Okay, here he is against the Rockets in this.
Are you guys noticing a trend? This is from the Rockets on the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 6 inside the restricted zone. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 for 7 outside. Again, like I said before, the majority of his shot makes are from 0 to 3 point or 3 feet.
He made 1 outside. Oh no, 2 outside of the restricted zone. 2 outside of the paint. Oh my God, celebrate. The fucking GOAT made 2 shots outside of the paint.
Yeah. The GOAT. More like the duck. Rich Paul once said that LeBron James's antlers are platinum and Jordan's are in gold. Maybe he's the deer. Because goats don't have antlers.
Oh God, and this is when all hell broke loose. I mean, yes, good for you. This is why.
You guys listening at home, this one right here, would you classify that as a 3 or a 2-point shot? It looks like it's on the lines, so technically it should have been a 2. A long 2, but a 2. So he was 1 for 1 from 3. And then, 11 for 12 from inside the paint. Once again, the majority of those inside the restricted zone or right on it.
comparing him to Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard and Rui Hachimura. I mean, the outside shooting, good job, LeBron. You caught up to the role players on your team for one game and one game only. The entire rest of it looks like my dad taking me and teaching me how to shoot off the backboard, aiming at the square. Anyone remember? You stand right here, you aim at the corner of the square.
Yep. Corner of the square on the backboard. The point is to bank it in. They say hit in the square, you'll make it every time.
Until you make 10 of those in a row, and then you can move somewhere else, or you go to layups. Everything nice and close to the rim to start out until you're good enough to move outside of that area. Hey, I was on LeBron's level at age 7. Ooh, I know that's a low blow because that's a memory LeBron James doesn't have.
Oh, come on, AOH. Remember, LeBron James said that he was flipping plays at age 7, telling the coaches which plays to run and how to flip them.
Okay, here's the Miami game. Again, he made 2 outside of the paint. I guess they're outside of the paint. Who knows if they really were. Everything else is the restricted zone, including the misses. Again, it's pretty good shooting for a beginner. Well done. And this is the new LeBron that you're talking about. Here we are at tonight's game against Detroit. More of the same. Well, one made shot from outside the restricted zone. The things you guys celebrate, I swear.
Aside from that, the only shots he made were, in the restricted zone while he missed 6.
I mean, when you celebrate this new LeBron, it really just exposes how bad he's been prior. Because this is nothing to be excited about, people. Again, I ask you, everyone who got on the bandwagon, what changed?
Oh, and for those, LeBron James is a pass first player. He's not really a shot taker. Okay. Why is he the all-time leader in points? Why do you give him credit for that? Okay. And then second of all, if he's a pass first player, how come he's not in the top 2 all-time for assists? Is it because he's a bad passer? Because he is first all-time in turnovers, but he's like 4th for all-time assists. And you can't tell me that it's longevity stats either, because one could argue that the points and every other record that he's coming by are longevity stats as well. You can't have it both ways.
Lakers started winning for a while. Tell me what in LeBron's game changed. Yeah, he's been whining less. He's
Look at that guy. That should be the new logo for the NBA. Not any of his Karl Malone stolen dunks.
cheats away early on defense. He probably moves. He probably moves a little bit more than he did before, but I mean, it was so bad before. This isn't the difference between a team suddenly starting to win. Now, LeBron James is an extra. Look how many plays he's not used at all. And that's on offense. Like, we're supposed to just accept that he's a liability on defense and all say, oh, he's 41. It's okay. But he's barely used on offense. Oh, I got to give LeBron his flowers. Why? Because he's still cherry picking? Again.
Now, AOH touched on his cherry picking. The majority of the time, if the Lakers are on defense, LeBron's on the other end of the court waiting for the rebound. So the Lakers are playing 4-on-5. So, of course, LeBron James is going to get an easy basket on the other end once the Lakers get a rebound or even inbound the ball. All they have to do is throw it to the other side of the court, and he's sitting there waiting.
What changed is that they started winning. And that's had little to do with LeBron. Yeah, he made a couple of outside shots, and that's how many he's taken. Like, he barely shoots from outside. Everything is next to the rim. Everything's a layup or a dunk, or putting back his own miss, or shoving off on a smaller defender illegally. And I know what you fanboys are going to say. Oh, cry me a river. Whine a little bit more. I get it. But the thing is, if we sit down and go play by play here, and I get to remove every time that LeBron James scores using an illegal move, all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to talk about. All of a sudden LeBron's on the bench with foul trouble. The other team's in the bonus, and you don't have those points either. And the other team isn't in foul trouble because the refs are actually calling things correctly. It's a completely different situation. So don't tell me that it's not worth bringing up. I've got him taking 6 steps. I've got him taking 6 steps trying to score on Jamal Murray. If they call traveling on him, it's yet another turnover. By the way, they're protecting him from the turnover stats now too, as much as they can. Not only does he not get called for fouls, now they're protecting him from the turnover stats. It's another turnover, man. Erase the points. Put his ass on the bench. The ball's in the other team's hands. I mean, these things matter. Goddamn, cheating fucking makes a difference in a game, people. All right, that's it for this video. Let me know what I got right. Let me know what I got wrong. Behold.
Well, you guys, thank you for once again watching one of my videos. It truly does mean a lot to me. You guys are what keeps me going. When it comes to YouTube, I appreciate every single one of you guys. And this video isn't necessarily to bash on LeBron James in general. I enjoy the game of basketball. I enjoy all sports. And I used to actually root for LeBron James. LeBron James was somebody that I thought could take the mantle from Michael Jordan. And I was rooting for LeBron all the way up until he had that decision documentary on ESPN from that Boys and Girls Club in Connecticut and spent an hour and a half just to say that he was going to go to Miami and team up with 2 other top 10 players from the Eastern Conference. That's when I started losing a little bit of respect for LeBron James. So, but thank you for sticking around this long. Once again, it's El Medio de Norte del Americano, JK Reacts, signing out. Thank you guys for this 4th video of mine.